High above the clouds, the tortoise tumbled through the air, spinning, twisting, screaming for his life. His shell cracked the earth with a sound that echoed through the village. And all of this because of one thing: greed. But how did a slow, ground-dwelling tortoise end up falling from the heavens? To understand this, we must go back to a time when the birds and the tortoise were friends. One bright morning, the birds gathered in the forest, singing joyfully. There was to be a great feast in the sky. The hosts were spirits who lived among the clouds, and only the birds were invited. News of this reached Tortoise, who was, as always, scheming for food. "Friends," he cried, crawling toward them, "you all know me. I am wise, I am clever, and I am starving. Please let me join you." The birds laughed. "You cannot fly, Tortoise. How will you reach the sky?" But Tortoise smiled slyly. "If each of you gives me a feather, just one, I will make wings strong enough to soar." The birds, feeling sorry for him, agreed. They plucked feathers and tied them to his arms, his legs, his shell. Soon Tortoise flapped and flapped, and to everyone's amazement, he lifted into the air. The birds sang as they flew, their feathers shimmering in the sunlight. Tortoise soared among them, laughing with glee. But as the wind whistled through his borrowed feathers, a greedy thought hatched in his mind. "There will be so much food," he thought. "Why should I share?" He turned to the birds and said sweetly, "My friends, the feast will be wonderful, but we must behave with respect. At the table, they will ask for our names. We should choose special names just for this occasion." The birds chirped with excitement. "What name will you choose?" they asked. Tortoise grinned. "Call me, all of you." At last they reached the sky palace, a shining hall of clouds filled with tables heavy with food. Yam pounded to perfection, steaming palm oil soup, roasted plantains, bowls of honeyed fruits. The smell alone made Tortoise dizzy with hunger. The host spirits clapped their hands. "Welcome, honored guests. This feast is for all of you." The birds fluttered forward, but Tortoise blocked the way. "Ah," he said with a wicked smile. "Did you hear that? The food is for all of you. And that is my name." Before anyone could speak, he dove into the feast. He ate and ate until his belly bulged like a drum. He licked the platters clean. Not a crumb was left for the birds. The birds were furious. They plucked back their feathers one by one until Tortoise stood bare and helpless. "You may be clever," they said, "but now you will pay." "Please," Tortoise begged, "do not abandon me. At least tell my wife to lay out soft things, mats and cloth, so I can land safely." The birds agreed to send the message, but with a twist. They told his wife to lay out only hard things, grinding stones, pestles, and mortars. Then they left him there, floating high above the earth. Tortoise looked down. His heart froze. The world spun below him, and then he fell. Down, 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 until, crack, his shell shattered into pieces. The sound echoed across the hills. Tortoise survived, but the healer had to piece his shell together. That is why, to this day, the tortoise's shell is full of cracks. And so the elders say, greed will always lead to a great fall. If you enjoyed this story, share it, and remember, take only what you need, or risk falling from the sky.
Like and subscribe for more African folktales.